Okay, folks, so what we're doing here today is a little bit of vehicle maintenance. And our maintenance involves this straight rod right here. This is the sway bar link bolt. And after 37 years, what it looks like in this vehicle, this one here is falling apart. Now, these aren't... Okay, they are necessary to, like, nice driving of the car, but you'll know when they're going bad. And when they fail, oh... well, it's not going to completely incapacitate the car, but it will lead for a rather rough ride, especially in bumpy areas. So this one here needs to be changed. Now, this is a very common problem. Look in the description below, and South Main Auto even talks about these. But in this case here, it is literally just a bolt and 4 bushings. So we have to change that out. Now, if you watch one of Chris Fix's videos on this, he just kind of uses the long breaker bar and snaps it out. This one here, not so much, so... Come on, there we go. Gotcha! No. So anyways, the bolt on the bottom of this one here it's not coming out. So really the only other thing you can do is you have to cut the bolt to pull it out in 2 pieces. Now these are typically under normal circumstances. You park the car on level ground, you don't have any load on one side or the other, and the sway bar is not going to do anything really scary or nasty for you here. So I'm just going to go with a disc grinder, and I'm just going to slice this one in half, and then we can pull it out. Alright, I think right here should be decent. Folks, when you're doing this, make sure you're wearing protective clothing and gloves, and don't be stupid like me and wear a short sleeve shirt. Anyways, we've got the bolt out now. Really, it's just being held in by the sleeve here. But if I can just knock that out with a hammer, we should be good. You know, it probably wouldn't have been a good job to at least free it out of the sleeve first. Oh well. But yeah, so around the bolt itself is a sleeve. And what I found is that while it is serving its specific purpose here in the link bolt, you let moisture get in there, rust forms. First off, bolt rusts out, but 2, bolt expands onto the sleeve. So you end up with nasty messes like this. It was a lot easier on the other side. Just trust me on that one there. Instead, I was stupid and assumed the same applied to the other side. But hey, The great man once told me, if life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Goes the sleeve. Whoop. And now I can just pull the bottom half out of this out. Oh man, it's so nasty. I can hear it. It sounds pretty gritty under there. There it goes. Off goes bushing and off. Wow, okay. We'll save that. How's the hole feel? Clean. Good. Now I gotta take care of the sleeve on the top half. So I'll put my wrench in and just kind of rotate it until I can see the sleeve opening. You can see it now too, probably, is this split right down the middle. And usually that's sealed completely, it's closed up completely. It's not sealed, but it's expanded at least 1/2 centimeter. I'm just gonna slam it. Yeah, folks, this wasn't thought through. Then again, are most of my plans? Oh, God. The sleeve is just simply... When I'm not dropping my spanners. I'm just spinning it by the bolt, or the bolt head on this thing. And it's just... Sleeve's moving now. There we go. There it goes. There you go. There's the sleeve. Off it goes. Out comes the bolt. Let me check the bushing. There. Looks good. Okay, well, it's out. Now goes in the new one. Now I'm just using parts from my local parts supplier here. It comes in this fancy set here. So pull that out. We will have one washer. and one bushing. And that just drops in the top. And we go for another bushing. There. Followed by another washer. And if you're going to be asking the question of which way around everything goes through here, you're just following me along on this. I'm not doing a full how-to on this one here, because guess what? I'm not a certified mechanic. So your mileage will vary. Actually, the Chris Fix video uses the exact same part, I'm almost certain of. So you could probably get away with just watching that one. There we go. There we go. Now comes the fun part. I gotta raise it just enough to get it into the hole underneath. There we go. And that just fell in, and I pushed that through. Other side of the bushing. Oh, which I've just proceeded to lose into the body. Nope, there it is. Goes there. Another washer. And then the bolt, and then the nut. Now comes the real fun. So, I got this fancy little thing here because I don't have a full-on air compressor system for a shop setup, is that you can buy from a number of vendors these electric impact wrenches. Your mileage will vary on them. Your opinion will also vary on them. But seriously, $20 secondhand. It's worth giving it a try. Let me find my spanner. So I'll put that up there. Put that in there. And I've over-tightened that, so I can just go back. Again, the Chris Fix video tells you just exactly how far to compress the bushings. And that's that. Okay, and we have now completed the replacement of the sway bar link bolt. And as you may notice from the crustiness of the steering linkage up here, that's going to be happening soon after. Alright, so that was a pretty straightforward repair on this here. We didn't have to lift the car up, even though I'm kind of cheating using wedges here. You can do it on these AMC Eagles without actually having to lift the car at all. It was pretty straightforward. In this case here, we just changed a bolt and some bushings. The final effect, however, is that sure, on bumps here, we're going to see a little bit more swaying and less fighting with the steering system when we're doing that. But the original parts had to be changed. So this is the sleeve right here that I was talking about. And you can see, like, that's supposed to be completely closed off. And it has opened up to about a little over a third now. So that's no good. And then we also have the original bushings, which are right here. And they've all just compressed down into a kind of useless state here. Those are no good. Is that one any better? That one isn't much better either. And then you just have the bolts themselves. The bolts don't look bad on this one here. Again, compressed bushing, but it is heavily rusted to the point I had to cut it off. No good. But in this case here, you can still see I can slide the bushing around on it. On this one, however, it's a bit of a different story. Actually, it's multiple stories here. I can't get the bushing separated from the washer at all, but you can also see that I have gone and managed to whittle down the metal bolt itself inside that bushing. So this was going to fail and it would snap inside that bushing. You'd never see it unless you took the entire unit apart. On the other side, you weren't going to get this off with a socket set anyways, because just take a look at that. That bolt is well good and bent. So junk. I guess it was good in the end to cut it, even though it cost us a little bit more time prying and hammering at it to get it out. But this isn't something that really puts up that much of a fight. But there we have it. And, well, I hope you enjoyed following along while I did this one change out. The other one wasn't that much difficult either. And until next time, have a good one.